Okay, guys, if you are interested, look, cabinet door's open. Would it be me if the cabinet door was not open? If you are interested in what I have decided to do with the diet, then please watch this video all the way to the end. If you're not interested, you may want to skip this video because it's pretty much what it's all about. But if you are interested, please watch this video all the way to the end and leave me your encouragement in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. But there's a lot of information. There's a lot of my reasoning why. I have a confession to make in my video. So please watch the video all the way to the end if you are interested in me and my diet choices and how I'm going to lose this weight. Hey guys, and welcome to the Farming Pastor's Wife. Today I just wanted to talk about what I've decided to do about this diet thing and to get these chunky cheeks gone. So stay tuned. We're going to talk diets. Okay guys, well first of all, this video is probably going to take place over several days because I have a lot to share, a lot to talk about, and not a lot of time at one given moment. So you may see me in different outfits and so on, but I wanted to talk about what I've decided to do with my healthy eating, my I don't like the word diet either. A lot of you have told me you don't like the word diet, and I don't either, but I really don't know what other term to put in there. Lifestyle, healthy eating, I don't know. It's a little wordy for me to put my healthy eating lifestyle, so sometimes I just use the word diet because it's short. But first of all, I want to say thank you all you all have given me advice. You've reached out, you've sent emails, you've sent letters. And all of them have been life-changing, and I have read every single one. I have taken everything into account, and I have prayed a lot. I have lost 6 pounds, but like there's 2 pounds that sometimes I'll go up 2 pounds and then I'll come down 2 pounds, and so I'm hovering right there at the 6 pound mark. I am drinking water now, which is a miracle within itself. I do have to put a little something in it, but at least I'm there. I went the other day and I didn't even have a Diet Dr. Pepper all day. So y'all, I'm doing really good. And I have given up like most sugars. I've given up most breads. So anyway, I'm doing really good. But let me tell you, there's been several life-changing moments or things that have taken place. I received a letter from Germany, and it was from missionaries there in Germany. And they watched my channel, and they too have had health issues, similar to mine, autoimmune type stuff. And they inquired if I had looked into like an anti-inflammatory type diet. And I haven't really researched that as much as I should. So that got my wheels to turning about my health. I received another letter. I actually received I received a recipe from Montana, I think, and loved her letter. I cannot wait to do this recipe. And so I'm really excited. But I also received a letter from West Virginia. And it was a lady there who says, you know, you're a godly woman, Leslie. You know, have you spoke to this as if, like when your flesh wells up, like when I pray, I rebuke Satan all the time. I tell him, you have no place in my house. You need to go. You have no place over my children. You have to go. I plead the blood of Jesus. You're not to cross this line. My children are his, and you will leave them alone. I speak to Satan like that. And she asked me, when your flesh wells up and it wants that ice cream, do you speak to that flesh? And I was like, no. I pray over my church. I anoint the pews, I pray, not the pews, the chairs. I pray, and I pray with boldness, but I've never spoke to, like my flesh that wells up and wants something. And she gave an analogy of a dog in a garden, but I kind of twist this analogy a little bit. I think about if a dog was coming up and attacking my child or my grandchild, I would not walk out there and say, okay, now doggy, you need to run along. You need to leave them alone. You know, I know you're a good dog, but you need to go away. No, I would go out there and I would yell and scream and say, get away from here. You to leave them alone. And I'd probably take a stick after them. I don't know what I'd do, but I would do whatever I could to protect my child. And I need to speak to my flesh the same way, because like when I want a chocolate cake, no, you don't want a chocolate cake. It's bad for you. You need to quit. And I know it's not that easy, but those things were very powerful. All the letters I received this past week, and I don't know when they came because I don't check my post office box every single day, so I'm not sure when they got there, but they were very life-changing. I then began to pray even harder and search my heart even harder. We are all different. I have come to the conclusion there is not a diet out there that is perfect for... There's a big bug. Okay. That is perfect for everybody, because we are all different. I don't mean just our body makeup, our chemicals, our health issues. I don't even mean just that, but our personalities, our weaknesses are different, our strengths are different. So I'm not sure there is a one-size-fits-all diet or lifestyle or health. You know, I think it needs to be individualized. And I have come to grips with that this week, that I can't put myself in this, and I'm just using this as an example. I can't put myself in this Weight Watchers box, or I can't put myself in this keto box, because I have needs that not everybody that is in that diet has. So after doing a lot of research, doing a lot of praying, considering all these things, considering my weaknesses, considering my strengths, considering my health issues, considering my finances, considering how I react to things, considering my career, my occupation, you know, considering our position as a pastor and pastor's wife, considering all these things, because they all play a part. Considering the things that are important to me, considering the things that I hold dear, I have decided to do the Leslie diet. And that is basically pretty much going to be geared just towards me and to the things I know. I will definitely be doing a lot of keto things, because I do believe that cutting the carbs, cutting the sugar, cutting the bread, cutting the starches, I believe that is powerful and will work. So I'm very going to be much led towards the keto side of things, but I am not going to be high-fat keto. I'm not going to be, so I'm basically probably more low-carbonate than anything, but I'm also going to be researching some intermittent fasting. I'm going to be researching the 56-day, and I'm going to be researching the anti-inflammatory diets, and incorporating things that, and I have some ideas of what I'm going to do. I have gone out and purchased a plate. I think portion control is going to be a big thing for me, because let me tell you, I like to eat. I don't care if it's healthy. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it till it's gone. Like, if you roast a pan of Brussels sprouts, I'm not going to stop at just one or two. I could eat the whole pan. And so even when I'm in a situation where there's healthy food, I overindulge. But I'm just going to do the things I know that I should do. I'm going to be taking you on the journey. I will definitely be leaning definitely towards keto, but I will not be a strict keto person. Like I said, I probably, just because of some health issues that I have that are significant to me, as far as, not significant, but they are unusual, and they're just in me. You know, I'm sure other people have had them and so forth, but there's just some things that I'm just a little bit leery of. And after speaking to some healthcare professionals and reading some things, well, I didn't really speak to any healthcare professional. I read some healthcare professionals, and I've read both sides. And that's another thing that you hear: keto's good, keto's bad. Stevia's good, stevia's bad. And there's so much misinformation. You just have to pray for the Lord to open it up. And like I said, what's good for me or bad for me may be great for somebody else. So it's not a one size fits all. But I have bought a plate, and I'll show you the plate in a little bit. Our normal plates are good size plates, and then we have some smaller plates. Well, I bought an even smaller plate that is going to be my dinner plate at home. Now, I don't know what I'll do when I eat out, but at home. And I will fill it up, but I can only use it one time at a meal. And I learned that when we went through something else. Good night, that truck is flying. Sorry. There's a truck going by the house, and he was flying. And we live on a little dirt road. So that was, that's a plan I have in place. I'm going to stick with the low carb, the no sugar. I'm going to use a lot of keto recipes. I'm hoping once I research into the 56-day diet, I can use some of their recipes and see what they have. I am going to, like I said, look into intermittent fasting. I think there's some health benefits to that. And I'm also, of course, looking into the anti-inflammatory. And there's certain things that giving up just on carbs will help me on the anti-inflammatory or the inflammatory stuff. So that is what I'm doing. But there was a major moment that crushed me, sort of. And I got the same reaction out of my husband and my son when I told them about it. And I'm going to confess it to you. I confessed it to them, and I'm going to confess it to you. And I got the same reaction from both of them. They both laughed. But it wasn't funny to me. It broke my heart, actually. I had been doing really, really, really good, eating really good. And I was working. We got chickens. It was the day we got chickens. Our biddies came, and we had worked hard that morning. I had not had anything to eat. I was famished. I was just hungry. I was just hungry, and I wanted something bad, and not bad. I mean, I wanted it bad. I didn't want something bad. I just wanted it bad, and so I couldn't think of anything to eat. So I grabbed a piece of whole wheat bread, and I smeared some peanut butter on it, and very healthy. I mean, it wasn't like I overindulged on the peanut butter or anything. It wasn't necessarily keto because I was eating carbs, but I did not feel bad about my choice. I didn't feel like I was cheating. I didn't feel like I was eating something that was going to harm my body. I didn't feel bad about what I was eating. And I only made a half. And as soon as I made it, I took a bite. And I looked out the door, and Bryant and Isaac were pulling up. What, honey? Bryant and Isaac were pulling up. And when they pulled up, I hid my sandwich in the drawer. And I I mean, not even a food drawer. It was like my tinfoil drawer. I slammed and I hit it. And I hit it twice. I got it back out and was going to eat it. And here they come again. And I slammed it back in the drawer again. And I was actually mortified by it. And I told them, and they laughed. They thought it was funny. And probably a lot of y'all thought it was funny. But I decided then, I said, I am not going to live the rest of my life hiding food. I have never done that before. I don't care how big I've been. I've never hid food. Now, I may hide it, but I may have hid it because I didn't want Bryant to know I spent money on it. But I haven't hid it because I was eating it. And that like shook me to my core. I am not going to live the rest of my life hiding food. So I felt very convicted of, one, moderation. I'm going to really work on moderation and portion control. And I'm not going to necessarily say one category is off limits. I'm going to say certain categories I should do less of, but they're not necessarily off limits. There will be times I want to treat. There will be times when I want to cook a nice country southern fried meal, but I'm not going to do it weekly or nightly like I have always done. So if you can see what I'm saying, I think I'm going to take things in moderation. I think I'm going to work on portion control, and I'm not going to let it become a god. And maybe I shouldn't say God, but I don't want it to become an idol, because I am very, when I get hooked on something, I'm like hooked and I'm all about it. And it's like morning, noon, and night. That's, like back a while, I got into quilting. It was quilting everything. I woke up watching quilting videos. I went to bed watching quilting videos. When I was on Amazon, I was looking up quilting stuff. And so I get so focused on something. And the Lord spoke to me as I was praying and working on this, that not to let it become an idol. That He would help me lose weight, but I was not to let it become an idol. And I could see myself heading in that direction. I was Googling keto. I was Googling all these diets. I was looking up recipes. I was buying stuff. I made a special trip to Costco. I don't even have a Costco membership, so I had Isaac's girlfriend take me to Costco and buy all this health food, keto stuff. And this is good. I mean, it's not like this is bad, but it was like my mind was consumed on it. And so, and I think those things I bought were wonderful, and I don't regret it. I think that was great. But I just could see myself becoming all consumed, and I don't want to get there either. I don't want food to become that important to me. I want food to be something that is a treat or that is a necessity, but that is not, it's not my everything. And even before I started, as I was gaining weight, food had become my everything. And it was just the bad food. But you can get on the good food and it become your everything too. And you're in the same position. You may be healthier, but you're in the same position spiritually or mentally. And so I just don't want to give food that much power over me. And you may agree with me. You may disagree with me. You may think I'm being ridiculous. You may be mad at me because I didn't go with your suggestion. And I hope not. I hope you're not. I hope you understand. And so many of you gave me, and I took everything. I didn't roll my eyes and say, "Oh, that's crazy," or I didn't do any of that. I took everything you said to heart and seriously thought about it. And it was just a series of things that shook me into the decision I've made. Now, like I said, I'm still researching other things. And I would say for the most part, overall, I'm keto. But I'm not worrying about ketosis. So I don't guess I really am keto, because I think if you're keto, you got to worry about getting into ketosis. So I guess I'm more low carb, but I will be looking at keto recipes without a lot of the fat. You know, some of the ketos that are just, you know, not super, super high in fat. I'm not going to go like crazy no fat or low fat. I'm just going to go normal fat. Does that make sense? And I will be cooking my traditional meals occasionally and so forth. But I wanted to let you guys know I appreciate your input. The fact that you cared about me enough to send me emails, to send me letters, to comment on the videos and tell me what worked for you and what didn't work for you. And just the ones of you that are struggling as well, look for what's going to fit your life. And you can change it as you go. I mean, you know, I gave up sodas and I went to diet sodas. Well, now I've decreased my diet sodas and I'm drinking water. So things can move along as you go. You can change things and build on it. Like, start with something small, make a small change, conquer that, and make another one. And that's what I'm doing. And like I said, once I get this low carb thing under wraps and I get my mind wrapped around the fat thing, I struggle with that, y'all. And I think that's because I'm a nurse and I've been ingrained all my life that high fat is bad. And I know we're talking healthy fat, bad fat, blah, blah, blah. I understand. I get the gist of it. I even understand the concept of it. I get it. Like, I totally see where it makes sense or where it could make sense. But my mind is having to be retrained and taken into account. I told my son the other day, I said, I don't have like a normal person's body who just has minor health issues and that, oh, let me try it. If it messes up something, I can change it and reverse it. I have health issues that if it's wrong, if I make the wrong decision, it could be very serious and very, it could cause, you know, it's not, I don't have a lot of wiggle room to play around with it. So I got to get it right. So I'm not going low fat because I know a lot of the low fat stuff has sugar in it. I'm just going to stick to my the way I normally cook fat, and then just low carb, low sugar, low starches. I did buy a bag of potatoes at the grocery store because I am planning to have one of those meals, one of those family meals that has potatoes. I made biscuits last night and I only ate half of one just to taste for you guys for the video, and I didn't have another bit. And y'all, I could eat biscuits like they're going out of style. Like, I mean, I could eat biscuits. And so I was really super proud of that. Y'all have no idea the changes that have taken place already. Now, why I'm only losing 6 pounds is beyond me. Now, whoever sent me, I don't know who sent me the first couple of weeks, you lose a little bit, and that's usually a lot of water loss. And then you level out and you don't lose any. And that's called the healing process. And then you start losing. That diagram or that chart was good. So you send that to other people, especially if they're looking at. So anyway, guys, I guess I'm pretty, you know, keto, low carb / is my final decision. Not strict, mainly portion. It's actually the Leslie diet. I do have some keto things to share with you. I'm really excited about. They're coming soon. I'll share those with you, and we're going to do this weight loss together. And so yeah, I'm super excited. I'm excited about what I'm going to fix. I'm really need to start moving my body and walking, and I'm going to start with walking and then move up from there. Y'all pray for my muscle issues that they cooperate and we can get through this the way I should. And so hopefully I'll be ready by the time my surgery moves along, and after that I'll be ready to maybe go even stricter on this diet and either give up something else or change altogether and switch it around. So y'all have a great day. Thank you for watching The Farming Pastor's Wife. Let me show you the plate real quick. Hey guys, good morning. It is the next day. We had a wedding rehearsal dinner and rehearsal last night. So I had to cut the video off, and so I really finished it mainly, but I wanted to show you my plate system. So I'm first going to show you the plates, the big plates. Then I'm going to show you the plates we normally use, and then I'm going to show you the new plate I got just for me. And this, I bought one plate. I bought it at the dollar store, and I bought it just for me. And so you'll see how my portion control is going to work. And we're going to see if I got enough willpower to do it. Okay, guys, there is our dinner plate. I don't know how many inches it is, but I was trying to measure, but I don't know. It's a dinner plate. So, here we go. And here is the next size down. Now, this is the plate when we just have a normal meal. This is the plate our family uses mainly. This is actually meant to be the dinner plate, and this is meant to be like a salad plate, I think. This is just Corelle dishes. Love me some Corelle. I don't worry about them breaking or whatever. But, so let's go ahead and we'll set this one, and you can kind of see the difference. It's not much difference, but anyway, so there's that plate. Now here is the plate I have purchased me to eat off of. I'm going to fill it up, but I don't go back I don't fill it up twice. I fill it up only once. I'm going to eat what's on it, and then that's it. And I'm going to, well, depending on the meal, but I'm hopefully going to fill it up mainly with vegetables and meat, and plan to do low carb, low to zero carb. So now the breakfast I'm fixing to fix is not going to be low carb, but anyway, I'll show you the difference here. Now see, it's quite a bit different than all three of them, but so I may be singing the blues in just a little bit. Our family's fixing to have a family breakfast. We don't have those often, but we're fixing to have one because Isaac will be going back to school in a week, and Jamie is going back to work after the birth of his second son, and so I just thought it was a good Saturday to have a family breakfast. Okay, guys, that's really all I have for you today. I just wanted to talk to you about my diet, tell you which way I was leaning. So we will be doing pretty much keto, and I use the term keto loosely because, like I said, I will probably, I hope to get in ketosis, but I'm not going to worry about if I do or if I don't. I'm mainly just watching my carbs, going low carb, and portion control. I'm not really worried about getting all the high fats in, although I'm not really worried about going low fat per se. I'm just going to try to stick to mainly proteins and vegetables, and just portion control and everything in moderation. Doing the Leslie diet. And you need to do the you diet. You need to figure out what works for you. And like I said, this may change over time. Once I get a hold on this, I may go strictly keto, or I may go completely next 56 day. It will mutate. It will mutate over time. And so you do what's right for you. Don't feel like you have to go mainstream and go with everybody else, because you are uniquely you. The scripture says we are wonderfully made, and that means he made each of us special and unique, and we all have our own different priorities. We have our own health needs. We have all kinds of our own special quirks that makes us individuals, and you have to do what works for you. And certain things may be important to me that aren't important to you, or vice versa. So understand that everybody is not going to follow the exact same thing. So we're going to work on this for a little bit. If it doesn't work, we'll back up and punt. So no shame in trying and figuring it out. So I'm not giving up on my weight loss. I am still, in fact, I'm actually more motivated than ever before to lose this weight. So y'all have a good day. Thank you for watching The Farming Pastor's Wife. And remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.